August planetary news and predictions for everybody. That's what I'm going to do today. Hello everybody, I'm Tina Chaudhary. Welcome to my channel and a very warm namaste. Aham Brahmasmi. Let me start out by wishing my viewers that have birthdays in August a very happy birthday. May all your wishes be granted and may my divine bless you with the best blessings of happiness, success, good health, and good luck always. So happy birthday again. And may I remind you that if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if you like my video, then please do share it with your group of friends and family. And please do give me a like if you like the video. And to all my regular subscribers who leave such positive comments, thank you so very much. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have the motivation to spend so much time on making these videos. So thank you very much for watching my videos and leaving those beautiful comments. Now, I have recently made a video on the transit of Rahu into the new Nakshatra of Uttarabhadrapad, along with some detailed predictions for you. So if you've missed that video, I will add a link to that in my description box. Make sure you watch that. And just remember that my calculations and predictions are based on Vedic astrology, not Western astrology. And the predictions are based on your rising sign, which is also referred to as the ascendant or lagna. And these are not based on your moon sign. And I also have timestamps on all my videos in the comment section on my pinned comment. One question that keeps coming up in all my videos is, what if I don't have my Vedic birth chart or know my ascendant? So if you don't have your Vedic birth chart, then you can create one for yourself. I will add a link to a website in my description box. You can click that link and enter your birth details such as date, time, and place of birth. And it shows you your birth chart. You can scroll below the chart and it shows you all the planetary details of your chart as well. Now, some people ask me how to make a birth chart if they don't know their time of birth. Well, you really cannot make any birth chart without that key information. My next couple of panels will show you how to kind of make that birth chart. And so make sure you listen to the correct predictions or the correct ascendant. Also, when you make this birth chart, your ascendant may be something completely different from the moon sign that you're used to referring to yourself as. So it's not your sun sign or your moon sign, but it's going to be your ascendant sign. A lot of times we're very used to referring to us as a particular sun sign, which is based on just purely your date of birth. Your ascendant is very different from your sun sign, so don't think it's an error when you see something completely, a zodiac that's completely different from your sun sign. My next couple of panels will just kind of show you a picture of what it's going to look like. So website sample, just enter your birth details. Make sure your chart style is North Indian. Sometimes for the place of birth, you have to hit the up or down arrow. It might give you a bunch of options. You click the right option, hit continue, and it gives you the chart. And that's your chart. And then you can just kind of scroll down, keep scrolling down. And then there's a section that says planetary details. So the first line says ASC, which means ascendant. So the ascendant is Virgo. The second line says sun. So the sun sign is Sagittarius. The third line says moon. So the moon sign is Leo. So that's the sample chart. Now let's take a look at what the planets are up to for the month of August. On August 4th, Mercury becomes retrograde in Leo and it transits back to the zodiac of Cancer on August 21st. It is going to be direct again on August 28th. So that's basically 24 days, almost the entire month of August, that Mercury stays retrograde and it messes up a lot of things in our life. The first transit of the month is on August 16th when the Sun transits from Cancer to Leo. Sun has ownership of Leo, so it's incredibly powerful in Leo. But this time it will receive the negative aspect from its enemy Saturn that is retrograde in Aquarius at this time. so its favorable impact will be somewhat reduced. This will also impact the Leo ascendants or individuals, as well as the Leo moon sign people more than anybody else. Then on August 24th, Venus transits from Leo to Virgo, and it debilitates in Virgo. It also forms a conjunction with Ketu that has been in Virgo since October of last year. Now, Saturn will aspect both Venus and that retrograde Mercury that will both be in Leo for most of the month. So Mercury until August 21st and Venus until August 24th. Now, whenever Saturn aspects any planet, then it delays the impact of that planet. So now if Venus was going to be favorable for you, then it will delay the favorable results for you due to the aspect of Saturn. On August 26th, Mars finally transits from Taurus to Gemini. The main challenge this month is going to be from Mercury being retrograde. Mercury rules our communication and our intelligence. It also rules all our communication devices and intelligent devices such as phones, computers, iPads, and basically all the electronic devices like that. So I frequently notice that during a Mercury retrograde period that we could have issues or problems with these kind of devices, either crashing or malfunctioning. They may also break down and stop functioning altogether. So my guidance is to make sure you save all your data very well. Now, the other impact is related to communication. So double check all your written communication for errors or mistakes. There can be some confusions or misunderstandings regarding schedules and dates as well. So check your meetings, events, and your schedule thoroughly as well. There could be some missed appointments as well. Lastly, avoid making jokes or poking fun at others, especially trolling on social media platforms. You just never know that it could end quite badly for you. Also, don't make jokes or like I said, poke fun at family members or friends or people that you know, associates in the workplace. Because during a Mercury retrograde, the chance of misinterpretation or misunderstandings is very great. What you think is just a happy little joke could be taken very wrongly by the other person, and it could end up damaging your relationship with that person. So during a Mercury retrograde, it's not a great idea to make jokes that could be easily misunderstood or poke fun at others. So make sure your communication is very clear during this time. Mercury retrograde messes up our communication, which means we can say something and the other person can understand it to be something completely different. So my guidance to everybody for the entire month of August is to speak clearly, speak precisely. Don't say things that have double meanings because the other person's going to definitely misinterpret it. Mercury also has the damaging impact of ruining relationships. So make sure, like I said, watch your communications, watch your words very carefully. You may mean something very harmlessly, but it could end up, like I said, turning into a misunderstanding with other people. This is especially related to things related to finance and money. So don't make jokes about that. This is probably not the best month to do that. When I was working back in corporate many years ago, during a Mercury retrograde, we would see so many laptops crashing and people not saving their data. So make sure that you do that during the month of August. And you've been warned. One more factor that we could see in August, but it's going to be only for the last week of August, more so in September, but I'll mention it, is the fact that Venus will debilitate in Virgo and also be conjunct with Ketu. And so Venus rules our relationships, and Ketu is a headless planet. It also has a separative nature. So during the last week of the month, my guidance would be to not make any decisions regarding relationships, because we're not going to be using our head or thinking clearly, and we may make decisions without thinking as far as relationships goes. So during the last week of the month, I think you should refrain from making any decisions regarding relationships also, and then into September as well. So if you're having any trouble in your relationships, love relationships, then I think you should just kind of sit tight, just let the time pass, and then much after, in another couple of months, make your decisions regarding relationships. Because when Venus is debilitated, especially conjunct with Ketu, we tend to make very wrong decisions. So I would tell you to kind of, like I said, not make any decisions regarding relationships towards the end of August and into September as well. I am now moving on to predictions, so please make sure you listen to the correct one. Aries for August. Aries, your ascendant ruler Mars is going to be in the second house along with Jupiter for most of the month, and that's going to be quite a favorable transit. Any planet that goes with Jupiter actually gets good blessings. So the focus is going to be on finance, saving money, and on family matters. As far as career is concerned, this month continues to remain very strong. Now, Aries is being made to work very hard, but the chances of getting rewarded for their hard work are very high this month. The first half of the month is an excellent time for getting recognition from your seniors, as well as getting very good visibility in your career. Or in your workplace. So be on your best behavior and put in your best performance. The second half of the month, there's also an excellent chance for getting a job for those that are looking for a new job. Now the challenge comes in after the second half of the month. Mercury will be retrograde and impact your communication skills in somewhat of a challenging manner. So you may be tempted to start arguments or discussions with your seniors as well as co-workers. And these could be regarding what you think is your self-respect, but it's really not. It's just the Mercury retrograde playing tricks on your mind. So my guidance is to watch and manage your communication with everyone all month, professionally as well as personally, and so this will ensure good beneficial results for you. As far as finance is concerned, the first 3 weeks are quite favorable in terms of earning money, so you will be very focused and put lots of effort into doing whatever you can towards earning more and trying to even save more money. But Aries has had Rahu in the 12th house that has been raising their expenses on sudden and sometimes impulsive purchases. So try to curb that tendency and you could have a very good savings potential this month. For those Aries that are waiting for some financial benefits from the government of any kind, the second half of the month is quite favorable for that. In fact, if you do need to apply to the government for any kind of financial support, this is the time to do that. Overall, financially, it's a very positive month, so make sure you work hard and try to get the benefits of that. Now, health is something that you need to be very careful about this month. Retrograde Mercury could bring back any old health issues back again in your life, especially those related to throat, shoulders, and also your ears. Also, you need to be quite careful about your eating habits because you could get digestive problems as well. So eat healthy and stay away from either very spicy foods or too many sweets this month. Both Mars and Jupiter in the second house are going to tempt you to either eat a lot of sweets or spicy hot foods. As far as love life is concerned, it shines this month for Aries. In fact, there is a chance for someone from the past even coming back or reaching out to you now. Overall, this is a month where you can enjoy a very good time going out with friends and having fun. And if you have children, they can be a lot of fun this month as well. But remember, the key guidance that I'm giving to Aries is to manage their communication as well as their ego with kids, with coworkers, and as well as their friends. As long as you can do that, life is going to be fun and quite enjoyable this month. As far as married Aries is concerned, the last week of the month means your spouse could have some extra expenses and you may also need to take care of their health. And lastly, just remember to be patient and avoid confrontation with all your family members and your spouse. Taurus for August. Taurus, your ascendant ruler Venus is going to be conjunct with the retrograde Mercury in the 4th house, and then on August 24th it transits to Virgo, where it will not only conjunct with Ketu but it also debilitates and loses its benefic power. So for Taurus, there is a big difference in results before the 24th and after the 24th of August. Speaking about your career, this month Taurus will work extremely hard and in fact may impress and pleasantly surprise their superiors and colleagues with their efforts and positive results. They earn the respect of a lot of people in the workplace and also possibly may experience a lot of good success. Their confidence increases and they may also make new goals. In fact, some of their plans may even get fulfilled this month. Business owners will also do very well because they have lots of renewed energy and confidence to put in the extra self-effort. Now, those business owners or employees that work in the government sector, it could be extremely beneficial month for you. The only challenge may be related to subordinates or co-workers who could get quite jealous of your success. So remember to stay watchful of who is working behind your back. Remember, Mercury is retrograde for most of the month, so you need to be very cautious of your speech and communications. The words you speak could be misinterpreted and cause issues with others, especially co-workers, but also your family members. So be cautious about who you're saying things to and what you're saying. As far as finance for Taurus is concerned, Rahu has been in the 11th house, which means lots of good gains and the desire for material growth. After Mars transits to the second house on August 26th, the financial and income situation gets even better for Taurus. So the chance of growing your savings is definitely possible this month. Prior to that, there is the tendency of spending money on home decoration and household type items. There are chances of good earnings this month, and expense could also be made to come under control. So do your best to improve your overall financial condition by managing your expenses, but more importantly, focusing on growing your income. Some Taurus may have to spend on the health of a family member. As far as health is concerned, although there really should not be much of a reason to worry for Taurus in August, some Taurus could have some anger issues, especially later in the month. Retrograde Mercury could give some Taurus watery, itchy eyes or throat issues. Just keep your anger under control so you can stay healthy and you don't have any stress factors. As far as relationship is concerned, this is your challenging point this month. Since your ascendant ruler Venus is debilitated and also conjunct with retro Mercury first and then with Ketu, there is the possibility of misunderstandings, bursts of anger, arguments with others, and a general feeling of lack of love in your life. You need to understand that this is all a result of the transit. So try to manage your attitude, behavior, your speech, and words very carefully with others. If you can do that, then this is absolutely wonderful month with lots of career and financial success that you can enjoy. If you let the disturbed energy of the retrograde Mercury take over you, then there's the possibility of some bitter moments in your relationship. So just stay positive, control your anger, and appreciate all your relationships and the people in your life. And this could be one of the most positive months for you. Gemini, for August. Gemini, your ascendant ruler Mercury is going to be in the third house. And the third house represents communication and our speech. And it's also going to be retrograde for most of the month. So this retrograde of Mercury will impact your health, but it also impacts your communication style a lot. As far as career is concerned, it's going to be okay this month. It's a busy month and you feel good about yourself. You will be able to solve problems and overcome all problems quite easily. In fact, you may even notice a change in attitude of your coworkers towards you. They will be quite supportive and cooperative towards you, which will enhance your own performance. Now just make sure you avoid any strange shortcuts or disputes with your coworkers, because this could prove to be quite damaging in the long run. And if you are a business owner, then it's a positive month as well. You could experience good progress and growth. Again, avoid getting into disputes with your business partner. Some Geminis may have to do quite a lot of traveling for work purposes this month. As far as finance is concerned, the focus continues to be more on expenses rather than income. Both Jupiter and Mars in the 12th house of expenses make you spend on household related items, as well as later in the month it could also be on real estate related expenses such as renovations, redecorating, or even purchase of real estate. Some Geminis will spend on health related items as well. There is a heavy activation of the third house with aspect from Mars, indicates that some Geminis could also have real estate transactions, such as sale or purchase of real estate. That could be towards either even late August or early into September. So this month is very suited to purchase of or sale of real estate for Geminis. But this, of course, depends on their own birth chart, definitely. But the transit definitely supports real estate transactions. Speaking about health, it's going to be a little bit of a weak month due to your ascendant ruler Mercury's retrograde. Some Geminis can experience a health issue from the past that resurfaces again, especially if it's related to your mouth, which could be dental or throat problems. And if you're prone to mouth ulcers, there's a chance of those reappearing as well. So try to keep your anger in control. Don't say things to people that you regret later. As far as relationships are concerned, I've already mentioned that you need to pay close attention to your communication with everyone due to the Mercury retrograde. Overall, relationship with children and love life for single Gemini will be quite happy, especially in the first 3 weeks of the month. For married Geminis, it could be a little bit of a up and down and some unnecessary conflicts related to house and home matters. So do your best to remain calm, avoid confrontation, but majorly you need to control your ego in the marriage. This is the month where the choice of words may not be the best. In fact, it could lead to misunderstandings, misinterpretations of what you're saying. So of what you say or what others are saying to you. Also be extremely careful about your schedule and appointments, because you could forget or miss appointments, important events. And lastly, but most importantly, you need to be very cautious about your relationships within the family, especially siblings. Issues from the past could resurface again, and there could be some conflict or arguments, especially related to money and finance. So you need to be cautious of how you maintain that relationship. Choose your words very carefully. Something you say in anger could get very quickly misinterpreted and ruin relationships. So that's something that you need to be very careful about this month. Overall, nothing to worry about. It's going to be an okay month for Gemini. Cancer for August. Cancer, for you, both the finance houses, the second house and the 11th house, are being activated with lots of planets. So it's a favorable month for as far as career and finance is concerned. Now, as far as career is concerned, it's favorable time. There will be lots of appreciation in your profession and career. You will be hardworking and diligent, and as a result, there can be success. Individuals that are employed in the government sector or business owners that do business with the government may see extra success in terms of growth as well as financial success. Now, if you were in need of any assistance from the government, then this is a good time to apply for it. Just remember to stay within the law and don't get into any shortcut methods, because Saturn in the 8th house aspect from the Sun could get you in trouble with government agencies if you break the law in any way. Business owners, you get a chance to establish new contacts with new associates in the business that could prove to be quite helpful for you. Now, my guidance to Cancer is also to manage their ego, specifically in the workplace. Otherwise, there can be some unpleasant situations that develop due to that. As far as finance is concerned, the beginning of the month will be very favorable in terms of income and being able to add to your savings. Business owners may also see good financial income, but after the 26th of August, Mars moves into the 12th house, and that could mean high expenses, and these expenses could be related to travel or health matters. For some Cancers, this could also mean real estate or household related expenses. For some Cancers, there's also the possibility of some past expenses that were either overlooked or forgotten that they now come up. Also, some Cancers could spend on items that they were delaying spending on in the past, and now this month they finally end up spending on it. As far as health is concerned, take good care of your health this month. There may be lots of overwork and stress on you that could result in poor health and feeling of low energy. Mercury and Saturn both are retrograde, so some Cancers could experience return of digestive issues if they have had them in the past. So take very good care of your eating habits. As far as relationships is concerned, for you, Mercury will retrograde in the second house of family, and it also rules your third house of communication. So it's very important for you to pay close attention to your communication as well as the words that you use with others. They can get misunderstood, and there is the possibility of arguments and ego clashes in relationships. You may have the tendency to bring up old issues and rehash problems from the past. Avoid this tendency and everything could go really well for you. Single Cancer, there's a chance of meeting someone special in the first 3 weeks. It could be via friends or your social network, so be out and about. Married Cancer should avoid bringing up problems and matters from the past and arguing over them. I also have a word of caution about what you put out on social media, especially negative comments or trolling others. It could get blown out of proportion rather quickly and have unfavorable results for you. Overall, the first couple of weeks are a lot better for Cancer, and if they can manage their communication and ego, then this could be a very, very favorable month. Leo, for August. Leo, your ascendant ruler, the sun, will transit to your own ascendant house in the middle of the month. And so normally this would be considered a very favorable transit. But this time, Saturn is in the 7th house and it's aspecting the sun. So this month would be a little up and down as far as your health is concerned. Prior to that, it's going to be in the 12th house, so definitely there's going to be some impact on your health and the level of energy that you feel this month. As far as your career is concerned, that's going to be good this month. You handle career matters with maturity and complete your work with full responsibility and very efficiently. Your work progress is favorable and you can achieve the results that you've desired. So your supervisors will be very supportive of you this month, but you should avoid overconfidence and don't share too many personal details with others in the workplace. As far as business owners are concerned, retrograde Saturn provides some challenges from labor or subordinates, and you could also be faced with some practical challenges in your business. Now, these can all be avoided by watching your words very carefully and not having disagreements with business partners or co-workers. In fact, communication could be a challenge for all Leos, so become extra cautious about what you say and the words used, because due to the Mercury retrograde, there can be disagreements and misunderstandings. Also, make sure you understand your work and assignments carefully and avoid making mistakes in your work. As far as finance is concerned, this could be a month of sudden and unplanned expenses. So become aware of your expenses and spend only on the necessary items. Things can come back in control after the 26th of August, when the possibility of better income and a reduction of expenses is possible. At that time, luck will be on your side and will be much better as well. Some Leos are contemplating having real estate transactions, such as the purchase or sale of a home during this time, which is entirely possible also. Speaking of health, Leos, your ascendant house is being aspected by a retrograde Saturn, and so there's the impact on your health. Some Leos may have eye troubles or digestive issues. Now, the best thing you can do is you avoid eating stale, processed, or oily foods to prevent digestive issues. If you've had any digestive issues in the past, they could resurface now. So this is what you can do. Make sure you're eating very healthy foods and mostly fresh food. But health gets much better in the second half of the month, and your energy level improves as well at that time, because Sun moves into your ascendant house, so it kind of helps overcome the low energy as well as the feeling of ill health. So second half of the month, a lot better as far as health is concerned. As far as relationships are concerned, can have just a little bit of ups and downs this month, and that's because due to the Mercury retrograde, which is for all the ascendants, it's like that. So you and your partner can say the wrong words and it could start an argument, but you can make up and get together again. Married Leos will find that their partner is actually being too firm or too rigid in their principles, or their approach with you, and that you don't like that, and that's because of the Saturn aspect on the Sun. So just avoid confrontation this month, because it could just turn into an ego conflict. let things pass. Just understand that your love and marriage is very stable at this point. There's no need to create tension. Ketu in the second house of family is giving rise to some distancing with certain family members, and just stay patient this month. It will improve with time. Just don't communicate in any negative manner due to Mercury retrograde, otherwise it can make matters worse. So overall, it's an up and down month for Leo. Virgo for August. Virgo, your ascendant ruler Mercury will be in retrograde most of the month, and it's going to be in the 12th house. Now, the 12th house denotes expenses, losses, and travel, as well as spirituality, and of course, it's the house of sleep. So this month, you're probably going to be in a very confused state of mind. Your mind is going to be full of thoughts and plans, which will result in a very poor sleep pattern for you. As far as career is concerned, Virgo, for you, Mercury rules your career house. So things could be up and down in your career as well. There can be a lot of travel or moving around this month for work purposes. There's an indication that you may need to work extra hard, and there could be some struggles in your workplace. Communication becomes a major factor this month due to the Mercury retrograde. So be aware of how you communicate with your seniors, especially in the second half of the month. It's not the time to challenge their authority or start conflict with colleagues either. That can be very damaging to your career, or it could end badly for you. You need to show your understanding and patient side to gain everyone's respect. For business owners, there can be ego issues that result in one of your partners or yourself making some incorrect decisions that impact your business in a negative way. So be very cautious about how you and your business owners interact with each other and make good business decisions. But if you take business trips, they could have very beneficial results for you in the long term. Basically, what I'm saying is don't take any rash decisions, whether you're a business owner or you're an employee. And also don't send out any impulsive communications or emails. You have to make sure that all your communication, whether it's in writing or in person, stays professional and it stays accurate. Very frequently, when there's a Mercury retrograde, we have the tendency to send out communication, especially in writing via emails, that may not be accurate, or we may send it to the wrong person or make mistakes like that. So make sure you double check all your written communication very, very carefully for inaccuracies and errors. As far as finance is concerned, this month can have very good financial gains from prior investments as well as through your regular income. But at the same time, the activation of the 12th house indicates increase in expenses. Now that can be due to travel or family related expenses and needs. So this month it could just balance itself out. But it's not a good month to make any new investments at this time. So you need to wait until a later month for making new investments. Health is something you need to pay very close attention to, especially in the beginning of the month. There could be the resurgence of a past health issue such as pain, issues with legs, and even eye issues. But you need to get checked up as soon as you experience any health troubles so it doesn't get much worse. As far as relationships are concerned, especially those in love relationships, just avoid ego conflicts with your partners. Although Jupiter's aspect on the 5th house continues to give you very positive energy to your love relationships. Communication is key in this month, so avoid speaking harsh words with family members. Venus also is debilitated, and so married Virgos may feel that their partner is being quite careless, even bossy, and not too caring in their relationship. Just understand it's all in the transit and it's not true at all, so handle it with patience. Try to spend some enjoyable time with your spouse, and that would change the energy quite a lot. Overall, this month is a very busy one with career as well as with family activities. So just relax and try to enjoy all of them. Know that Jupiter is in your house of luck, the 9th house, at all times, protecting you with its blessings. Libra for August. Libra, your ascendant ruler Venus is conjunct with retrograde Mercury in your 11th house of gains, wish fulfillment, and your social circle. But towards the end of the month, it will transit into the 12th house of expenses and debilitate there. As far as your career is concerned, this is the area of great positive results this month. The sun in your 10th house of career makes you very visible in your workplace. You get the favorable attention of your superiors. In fact, those Libras waiting for a promotion or recognition this month is very favorable in terms of that. You enjoy good name and fame, and your self-esteem will be at a high. Now just avoid overconfidence or having too much ego in your workplace, and everything can go really well for you. Also, remember Mercury is retrograde in the 11th house, so watch your words very carefully because there's a chance of misunderstandings. Lastly, make sure you bring on your best performance and best appearance at work because you will be noticed by everyone. So be well prepared and don't make any errors in your work. This is going to be an exceptionally good month for you in terms of career. As far as finance is concerned, this month will have some mixed results. The month starts out with good opportunities for gains. There could be a rise in the income as well as improvement in your financial condition. There can be lots of opportunities and sources of good income improvement and increases. Towards the end of the month, however, there can be an increase in expenses. These could either be sudden or related to items that were getting delayed in the past and now the expenses will need to be paid. However, this should not be too much of a concern because you will be able to manage your financial situation with the income and the expenses rather well. As far as health is concerned, this is something you need to pay very close attention to this month. The overwork and the mental stress could take a toll on your health, and you may even end up neglecting to take care of yourself and not even maintain regular schedule for your daily meals. This could impact your health, so make sure you keep stress to a minimum and eat regular healthy meals in order to prevent any health issues. You may even need to adopt a new healthy daily routine if necessary to maintain good health. As far as relationships are concerned, love relationships are happy and content in the beginning of the month. You also enjoy a very good social life and meet with friends and family this month. Just remember that Mercury is retrograde this month, so you need to watch your words very carefully. Don't joke around with friends and family and say the wrong things because they can get misunderstood by others and damage relationships. So keep it light and happy. Also, prevent arguments with your spouse and instead try to diffuse the matter rather than escalating issues. Because Libra has Ketu in the 12th house, one of my suggestions for Libra is to become as spiritual as they possibly can. And this means visiting religious places and making a small donation in those places. This would ensure that their expenses stay under control and also they enjoy better health. One of the other things that they can do is do regular meditation, but making small donations is quite critical for improved health for Libras. Overall, it's a happy month for Libra. Enjoy your success, your career, and spend happy times with friends and family. Scorpio for August. Scorpio, your ascendant ruler Mars is conjunct with Jupiter in your 7th house of marriage and partnership, and it will aspect your career house and your own ascendant house. So this gives you lots of good energy to focus on your career as well as your business if you are a business owner. As far as career is concerned, this is a favorable month in terms of career, although there could be lots of work pressure and you may be putting in a lot of hard work as well. Now my guidance to you is to avoid gossip or unnecessary conversations in the workplace because due to the Mercury retrograde, these conversations can take on a very different meaning or be misinterpreted and have very unpleasant results for you. They could also come to the attention of your seniors and make you look rather unprofessional. So stay away from useless chatting in the workplace this month. Also be very careful about accuracy, especially if working with numbers in the workplace, as well as the integrity or safety of your computer and IT systems. Mercury retrogrades have the ability to create system issues or work errors as well. After the second half of the month, make sure you maintain a very positive relationship with your seniors and don't get into an ego battle with them. As long as you can manage your behavior at work, this month can strengthen your position in the workplace. Business owners will experience lots of positive growth and expansion, and if there were any plans that were put on hold previously, they may move forward now and they will have very positive results for you. Financially, this will be a positive month as well. There is possibility of rise in income level, but also that the expenses will now be under control. Make sure you complete all your pending tasks in a timely manner, and especially those tasks that could be related to money that has been stuck for a while. So if you can complete them now, you can finally receive that income now. For business owners, this is also financially favorable. The chances of good returns on stock market investments is possible, but always make sure that all your investments are carefully thought through and you don't do any impulsive or rash decision making. Speaking of health, that's not going to be an issue this month, but in the later part of the month, don't indulge in any adventurous or risky activities because Mars does move into the 8th house, so there's a possibility of getting injured. Just take care of yourself and don't do anything risky. As far as love relationships is concerned, Rahu has been in the 5th house, which signifies love relationships. So Scorpio might have a tendency to be too demanding of their partner, or even trying to show off or brag about things. So try to overcome this tendency, because this can not only upset your partner, but it can also damage your relationship in your love life if you're single Scorpios. As far as married Scorpios are concerned, the marriage and spouse continues to be very harmonious and balanced. Your married life will be one of understanding, since you will basically do everything to please your spouse. Jupiter is in the 7th house, and it's a benefic planet, so it's kind of giving its blessing to married Scorpios. No problem there. As far as friends and family are concerned, you also enjoy happy times with family members. Now, the only thing that you will maybe struggle with this month is maintaining a happy work-life balance, because you will be very, very busy at work, but your family will also want to spend some quality time with you, so you may have to find a way to maintain a very good work-life balance. Sagittarius for August. Sagittarius, your ascendant ruler Jupiter is in your 6th house along with Mars this month, which indicates that you are going to have a moderate month of August where your focus will be on health matters as well as expenses. As far as career is concerned, Sagittarius has had Ketu in their house of career, so there may have been an ongoing lack of energy or interest in their career. Their mind may not have been totally focused on their career, and they may have felt a sense of boredom or desire to make changes in their job or profession. So some Sagittarius may even feel a sense of disappointment, and that can result in issues because they may not have completed their tasks or done them properly. So this month, due to the Mercury retrograde, they could be asked about prior work assignments, and as a result, the workload would increase. So try your best to work hard and complete your assignments on time and also very accurately. This is the best guidance I can give you for August. As far as business owners are concerned, they may rethink about old plans that they had thought about in the past regarding their business growth and expansion. And then later in the month would be a good time to move forward on those plans. As far as finance is concerned, several planets aspect the 12th house of expenses indicate that expenses could rise this month, and this could put some pressure and worry for Sagittarius, but don't worry too much, because after mid-month the chance of income improvement and gains are also present. So the financial situation could improve a little bit after mid-month, but my guidance is going to be to control your expenses as much as possible. As far as health is concerned, I mentioned earlier, your ascendant ruler Jupiter is in the 6th house. The 6th house signifies health matters. So pay very close attention to your health. If you feel anything is not feeling well, make sure you get it checked up, especially any digestive issues. Eat very healthy foods and stay away from rich sugary foods. When Jupiter is in the 6th house, person tends to eat a lot of rich sugary foods. Some Sagittarius could experience some body aches, especially in the shoulders and joints, and also legs, and just basic general aches and pains. This is certainly not for everyone, but more for those people that are susceptible to it or have experienced them in the past. So please don't worry about it too much. Obviously, everybody's not going to experience that. As far as relationships are concerned, this is the favorable point of this month, because I seem to be giving all kinds of bad news to Sagittarius, and I really apologize for that. But relationships is your good part of this month. So it's a favorable month for love life and relationships. Love life for the single Sagittarius can be quite promising and fun. There will be good energy in your relationship for single Sagittarius, and it will strengthen your love life. In fact, some Sagittarius could even get engaged during this time. Married Sagittarius will also enjoy good harmony in their marriage and spend quite a bit of happy moments, and maybe even take a trip or so with their spouse. Just make sure not to dredge up old past issues, especially those related to in-laws, because that could result in some unpleasant arguments. And this is due to the Mercury retrograde. So that's my only guidance. Otherwise, relationships are going to be wonderful. That's the positive part of this month. Relationships with family members will also be positive. Just take extra care of your father's health. And just remember, any conflicts that arise within the family due to finance or real estate matters will be resolved quite easily. I'm just so sorry to bring a challenging forecast for Sagittarius, but I promise next month will be a lot better. Capricorn for August. Capricorn, your ascendant ruler Saturn has been retrograde in the second house, and this month it aspects Venus and retrograde Mercury in the 8th house. After mid-month, it will aspect its enemy the Sun in the 8th house as well. Now, these aspects can make this quite a tricky month. As far as your career is concerned, the beginning of the month until the 25th could be a little challenging due to planets in the 8th house being aspected by retrograde Saturn, as well as Mercury being retrograde in the 8th house. You may be prone to making some mistakes, and your colleagues may like to blow it out of proportion and talk about it. So be cautious about what's going on behind your back in the workplace. So it's just better to lay low and don't get into any conflicts with anyone in the workplace. After mid-month, the situation with your career changes completely, and you could see a positive impact in your career. You could actually see good growth, and if you were looking for a job, then you may get it after the 24th. You will work very hard and get desired results and benefits from it. Just remember to stay on very positive terms with your seniors and not get into any ego conflicts with them. Also, make sure to stay ethical and don't get involved in any shortcuts, especially those related to government work, like taxes, because that could end with disastrous results. Now, this especially applies to business owners. In fact, for business owners, the first half of the month could be quite productive as well. And this is especially true if related with government in any way. So for Capricorn, before the 24th is rather challenging in your career, but after the 24th, it's completely opposite, very favorable for your career. As far as finance is concerned, it's a favorable month in terms of financial growth and success. Chances of your financial condition improving along with rise in income are very high. So if there's an opportunity that presents itself, you should pursue it, or it will also be a very good idea to look for a job if you're unemployed. Although I will caution you against making any new investments of any kind during this month, because the chance of loss are very high. As far as health is concerned, it's really not a problem, but some Capricorn could have a past health issue resurface back in their life, especially if these are related to stomach or digestive problems or skin related problems such as eczema. So just become aware of any small or big health trouble that you notice and get it checked out immediately. Relationships, as far as love relationships for single Capricorn, can be very favorable and positive this month, as long as you're very patient and caring towards your partner. Don't hurry them for a decision or force your actions on them. Also, try to control the tendency to be bossy or demanding of them, which is what Mars in the 5th house tries to do. It makes you a little bossy and controlling. Married Capricorns should avoid ego clashes in the first half of the month. In the second half of the month, do your best to maintain a very positive relationship with your in-laws and your spouse. Resist the urge to bring up past problems or issues and start fights or arguments over them. Relationship with your children is happy and enjoyable this month. My guidance for Capricorn has always been that they try to stay as spiritual as possible because of the presence of Ketu in the ninth house of spirituality. Stay close to your dharma, and doing regular meditations or visiting religious places will be very beneficial for you. Aquarius for August. Aquarius, your ascendant ruler Saturn has been in your own first house or your ascendant house since last January, and now it is retrograde as well, and this month it will aspect several planets such as Venus, Sun, and retrograde Mercury at various times during the month. As far as career is concerned, this is a favorable month in terms of career. Your career ruler Mars puts a very favorable aspect along with Jupiter on its own house, which is the 10th career house for you. So this indicates good growth and appreciation for your work. You will make lots of effort and they will be noticed by your seniors as well as colleagues. Business owners may also experience a very profitable month due to their effort and hard work. Towards the end of the month, there is the possibility of a job change in case you were looking for it. Now, if looking for a different or a new job, it's going to be possible towards the end of the month. This month, there can be opportunity for those individuals who work with the government in any way. Business owners that work with government or the government agencies will also see very profitable results this month. Business owners can also expect to get new contacts and new business associates that will prove to be quite helpful in their business. Retrograde Mercury in the 7th house indicates that some Aquarius may consider business plans that they had thought about a long time ago and now will either move forward with them or at least take steps to initiate them. Overall, Aquarius, this is a very favorable month as far as career and business is concerned. Now, just remember two things. One is to make sure that you put in a lot of hard work, and secondly, put a lot of self-effort into your career or your business, and you're sure to see very good results this month. As far as finance is concerned, this month will bring moderate results. Some Aquarius can end up spending a large amount of money on impulsive manner on things they don't necessarily need, or they may even end up spending on family members. But there will be ample opportunities for increase in income, especially in the latter part of the month. So overall, the month can either balance itself out or come out ahead if you are able to control your expenses. This is not a good time for making investments, so just be very cautious about that. But overall, the possibility of increasing income is definitely there this month. Just control your expenses. As far as health is concerned, this is something that you will need to take care of this month. There is the possibility of digestive issues occurring due to your eating habits. You may become very careless about the food you consume, as well as not following a reasonable time schedule as far as meals is concerned. And so this can create some stomach-related ailments for some Aquarius. Just stay away from stale, oily, or processed foods, and that should help a little in maintaining better digestive health. As far as relationships is concerned, this month it could be rather favorable in terms of love life for the single Aquarius, but you need to pay close attention to your communication style, the words you say, because Mercury is retrograde and there could be misunderstandings between you and your partner if you don't watch your words carefully. Avoid sarcastic and critical remarks, and you could enjoy a very, very happy relationship month. As far as married Aquarius, they could have a challenging time with their spouse. There could be ego clashes as well as misinterpretations of what is being said to them. So avoid bringing up past issues and matters from the past and starting arguments and fights about them. Mercury retrograde will tempt you to rehash old problems and start arguing about them now, especially those related to children and finance. So just avoid that temptation. However, this is a very good month to enjoy a good relationship with your siblings, and a happy atmosphere with extended family members is definitely possible. And lastly, but not the least, Pisces for August. Pisces, your ascendant ruler Jupiter has been in the 3rd house, and this month it is with Mars for most of the month. This clearly puts the focus on self-effort and hard work that you will put towards earning income and in the growth of your career. As far as career is concerned, this month you put lots of effort to complete all your work in a timely and accurate manner. You receive lots of good support from your colleagues as well, and they may even give you good advice that instills positive confidence and improves your work performance even more. There is a very good rapport amongst your coworkers and you gain good respect in the workplace. There is good possibility that you are assigned additional and new responsibilities by your seniors as well. Now, those Pisces that are looking for a job, the second half of the month is a very favorable time for that because you are able to win over your opponents during that time. For business owners, there can be some ups and downs. Ketu has been in the 7th house of business, so Pisces may have had a feeling of disconnect or dissatisfaction with their business for some time now. Also, your business expenses could be getting higher than what you would want it to be, and you may even need to make additional business investments after the 22nd. This month, you may actually complete all your previously stalled projects and think about some old projects that you have thought about in the past and then think about restarting them now. As far as finance is concerned, it's going to be an expensive month. Pisces may have been a little careless about their spending habits, and this month they may realize that their approach to spending is not good for them. Although you may have consistently incoming good income, my guidance is for you to watch your expenses very carefully and control your spending habits. As far as your health is concerned, that is something you're going to have to need to take care of this month. Some Pisces may experience eye troubles such as itchy, watery eyes. Some of you may have leg pains and aches, and also some sleep issues this month. In the second half of the month, some Pisces may experience stomach issues due to the food that they consume. So watch your diet carefully this month. As far as relationships are concerned, love life for single Pisces is going to be a lot better in the second half of the month. In the first half of the month, you need to guard against having ego battles with your partner and becoming too bossy with them. As far as married Pisces is concerned, they have an ongoing aspect or blessing of Jupiter from the 3rd house, and that's going to continue till the mid of next year. So their marriage will be protected of sorts. But Ketu has been in the 7th house of marriage, which could possibly lead to a sense of detachment or feeling that you are not being loved enough. With this planetary situation, Pisces needs to understand that they need to give their spouse good quality time and attention in order to keep their marriage enjoyable and loving. This month, retrograde Mercury in the 6th house could cause some misunderstandings within the marriage. These misunderstandings could be due to poor communication and the wrong choice of words used that could cause feelings to be hurt, and this is all because of the retrograde Mercury. So making sure that you have open and clear communication with your spouse could prevent that. So don't stay aloof and isolated. Keep an open line of communication with your spouse to avoid all these kind of problems. As far as the extended family is concerned, it's a happy month. You could also enjoy some very happy times with your siblings. So try to enjoy your month as best as possible. And with this, I come to the end of my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I wish everybody a very happy month of August. I will see you on one of my next videos. Goodbye for now.